So, hello everyone. If you're tuning in, this is Neecee, and welcome everyone to Neecee Life's new season. We are traveling around the globe to interview the most talented artists, entrepreneurs, business owners, as well as public figure. The guest for today is the one and only from Nairobi, Kenya. He is an artist, an actress, as well as a stylist and full entrepreneur. Without further ado, please help us welcome Johnson Luke. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. Neecee. Thank you. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. So, I just wanted to first of all welcome you to our show. I know this is your first time here, but for our audience from around the globe and as well as in Canada, please help us introduce yourself. Who is Johnson?
Yeah, thank you very much, Neecee, for this golden opportunity. I'm not regretting being in your studio today. It's a great pleasure, to be part of this program that you have organized. To talk about celebrities, characterized by musicians and any, other celebrity out there. Let me cut it short this way. Just like she has mentioned my name is Johnson Luke Nyayual, with no complication at Nyayual. Yeah, I'm an artist. Yeah, I'm a musician. I'm also a stylist, an entrepreneur, and I'm also an actor. Yeah.
Awesome. So, first of all, I want to just kind of like take you back to where you started, which is basically the music industry. How did you start your career journey in the music as an artist, and what influenced you to become an artist?
Yeah, sure. Just like a lot of people out there got different influences that drive them to do certain things in life. And so I just found myself to be a musician. No one could even believe today in my family and my other friends, maybe my childhood friends could now believe that, because sometimes in the days we used to play those small guitars and all those. But specifically, I got inspired by big people in the music industry, someone like Gordon Kong, someone like Kang JJ, someone like Silver X. These are the people who inspired me to do music. They have very beautiful music. They actually our heroes. They fought, in those musical.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I know there's some viewers that are basically right now watching. If you are watching live, feel free to drop us questions and ask Johnson Luke about his music industry, and we will be able to take that question at the end of the video. I also wanted to talk to you about your latest release, which you have your latest single is called Mama. I heard the little story about it, how you got it started, but I just wanted to our viewers who wanted to tune in and basically understand the inspiration behind it. Could you walk us through it?
Yeah, thank you. It's simple as this. Let me just precise it for everybody to get the most interested part in it. I came up with my single "Oh Mama" off "Oh Mama" album. Actually, I named my album "Oh Mama." Okay, "Oh Mama" is something that is connected to my mom and to every loving mother creature. I say mother creature, to include all. You know what? If you're good at science, you'll just get it there. So I dedicated this album and this song specifically to my mom. And the story behind it is, I didn't just wake up in the morning and rush to the studio, get my book to write the song, "Oh Mama, me shiri girl, ben da 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 da," and all those. But it took all my energy, my feelings, my life experience, and all my everything, to dedicate this song, "Oh Mama," to my mom particularly. And then the bonus will go to the other people who are experiencing the same things in life. When I was a child, I was about 8 and 7. I guess I was 7 or 8 years there. We were living in a town. found in South Sudan called Malakal. And then I'm actually the third child in my family. My mom has 5 children. I'm the third one. And then there was a time I was sick and I ran out of blood. My mom, we were living with our mom in Malakal town. Our dad was a general, was an armed general in Khartoum, Sudan. Then for us, we were in the other part of South Sudan. I mean, the other part of Sudan, which was the southern Sudan by then. Yeah. So that complication came in to our family. I was sick. I ran out of blood, and then I'm actually my blood is group A plus, my blood group, and then mom too, plus dad. You know, we share the same blood group. Then we were living with our young uncle, my daddy's little brother. Though he was married, he was big, but I call him his little brother because he follows my dad. Yeah. So we were living with him in Malakal, and then I ran out of blood, and then the doctors, were requesting for someone to be donated from, and then and his blood group is O plus. So instead, it was difficult, to take his blood, to be refilled in my body. It was hard for me to survive. I was very thin. I wasn't that marked like this, that muscular like me today. I was this tiny. Yeah, so my mom gave birth to my follower by then. Yeah, and it was difficult for her, to take up, blood to me. So the doctors were like, you either die, like they gave my mom two options. Mom, like the mother of Johnson, you either die or, we rather save you from leaving this young child behind, or we rather just leave your son to die. Then my mom was like, no, this can't happen. What if my son becomes the president of the nation tomorrow? Why would you guys do that? Yeah. And then my mom fought the doctors. She insisted to them until she was given an option. She was told, you're going to help your son, but this is going to be very difficult for you to survive. You will survive, but if you don't take up good responsibilities to your health, you know what? You're going to pass on. I mean, like pass away. And then she said, yes, whatever will happen, my two sons will remain, no problem. And then mom was taken to the room, and then her blood was donated to me. And then from there, I survived. 2 days later, I was kicking football, like running with the boys around.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, like my mom just made it for me. And from there, she fell sick. She was sick. And then I was, on the other hand, looking after her, taking care of her with my elder siblings. We started, taking care of our mom. And then in the process, I grew up. And my mom later recovered, and then we became okay. All and me, I was kicking well. So I mended this thing in my heart. It's actually, mended in my heart.
Yeah.
Like one time, you know what? I was going to pass on. I was going to pass away, but if my mom wasn't there, it was going to be difficult for me. But she made it for me. Yeah. So I mended that thing in my heart, and then wherever I go, I just think of my mom. Yeah. In the process of growing up as a boy, you know what? We came to Juba, South Sudan. We were in Juba, South Sudan with my mom and my other siblings. So whenever people tell me, Johnson, please may you pack your books and go to school in the morning, I'd be like, Mom, I need money for this, money for this, money for this. I used not to love school by then. Yeah. Then she could tell me, please, my son, tomorrow you'll be a good leader, you'll be a president, you'll be like, maybe you're going to be like Salva Kiir, you're going to be like Riek Machar, you're going to be like, oh. So do you think they just got themselves there from nowhere? Then I could get convinced, and then I could go and, hide myself around the gate there. And she could come around, chase me with a broom, and then I ran to school, Then one day I thought of that. I said, okay, Kumbe, my mom is my real person, the only person who can see, the responsibilities that I'm not willing to run. She wants to push me daily to run them. So what kind of person is this? My dad cannot even do this. And then by then, when we were in Juba, our dad already passed on. He wasn't longer with us. We were with our mom. Regardless of anything, she made it for us to be the dad and to be the mom. She ran everything. Yeah. So in that process, I grew up. I grew up like this, and then I found myself being a musician. I became a musician, and then the
Mhm.
first thing I thought about was, you know, uh, was to thank my mom abundantly with something that will be historical in her life, that will be remembered in the decades. And I
Yeah.
even, put the song. I mean, put the name in the song. I put her name there in the song. So I made it for her that way. Uh, this story from behind Oh Mama song, and then that's how I came up with my single Oh Mama off Oh Mama album. Yeah.
Oh wow. I really, really, really love the story. It's inspirational story because not only have you dedicated like a full song and an album title to your mom, but it also can help a lot of people resonate with the story. And because a lot of us, we have mothers that are our heroes, our teachers, our doctors, whatever we go through, they're there for us 24/7, and they're not getting paid for it. They're just doing it out of the sake of, love and appreciation, inspiration, and also they help guiding us, giving us a lot of things. So I love that. And this song, I do see it like becoming a very impactful song, so people can actually tuning in. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, as long as you can understand the lyrics behind it. I'm pretty sure people
Yeah.
can resonate with. Yeah, for sure. I have a question here from one of the viewers that are watching. They ask you, who are some of the talented artists you would hope to collaborate with in the future? That's the question.
Okay. Thank you, the person who asked. My dream collaboration, and to whom will I collaborate with is um, uh, actually I take everything back home. I'm not wishing for other people from outside there.
Yeah.
I would wish to make a collaboration with Lul Simon, Amos El Jr., and if you guys know Lul Simon, yeah. And then I would like to collaborate again with Triple MJ. So far, we made a song with him already. Triple MJ is one of the dancehall killers. So also my guy Bobby the Legend. You know what? I have numerous options, and beside that, I would like to do a collaboration with our legend CJ Oman. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
yeah.
I like that. Those are all kind of some names that we can look out for in hoping for your upcoming singles that we can hope for. So, with in terms of just being in the music industry, obviously you have worked so hard, and being in a music business, it could be really stressful. So, what are some advice do you have from your experience for any upcoming artists that you wanted to enter the industry that you can give them?
All right. To any person who's doing whatever thing in life they decided to do,
Mm-hmm.
please. Uh, I have two life principles that I do stick to every day whenever I'm down, whenever I'm up. You know what? Uh, Number one thing you guys have to do in life is especially the young artists or the upcoming ones who are just feeling the mic right now and feeling it. Sometimes there is no confidence to move on. You see,
Mm-hmm.
some people say maybe you can take alcohol, you can take drugs like smoking and all this to get their confidence, to get more songs and to get more experience and all this. But me, I don't believe in them. I don't believe in all those because I myself don't take I don't take alcohol, smoke. I don't smoke. I don't do none of those things. Yeah. So I'm making it by me naturally like this. Okay. So what you have to take up is you need to write down these two principles. Number one, you need to be real. You need to be real to yourself
Mm-hmm.
and work. Number two, you have to work smartly. When you are real to yourself, you will feel your song that it's a hit no matter what, and you will create a hit song when you are real to yourself and you believe in your heart, you believe in yourself that what I'm gonna do. Actually, you don't have to compete with nobody. Don't have to compete with any person. What you
Mm-hmm.
have to do is click your heart, make it real, lock it again, let it be yours. Then number two, click your brain, send the signal, and then make it smart. Now connect the two, and definitely you, that young artist, you're gonna make it. Trust me. Yeah.
Nice. Yes, Dr. Johnson. Connect your way. I love that. I love that. And it just goes to show, if you want to work hard, play harder and play smarter. So I love those advice that you give them. These are very important advice because a lot of them, that's why you see a lot of artists that are very famous and rich end up dying so young because they basically influenced by drug and whatnot. But in order for you to be there, you don't really need to be influenced by those. You need to be stronger, have a strong mind. So I like the fact that you mentioned that. That's really good. Now let's just shift the gear a little bit. You also into fashion because we can see from your glasses, it's really cool glasses. What inspired you to be a stylist and get
Yeah.
into the fashion?
Yeah, just like I'm a good storyteller,
Yeah.
I got, I learned through life experiences. Most of them are just attached to my childhood stories. And, the reason why I became a stylish to myself, I adopted this from my dad when we could be in a army camp, we could be in a barrack. Yeah. So, my dad used to put on smartly more than those generals. He could look smart. I could even say, one time I'm going to be a general like my dad for real. The way he could put on his gowns, me too. I could copy the same style. I could go in the shop and then get myself the ranks, get myself the pistol, everything. I style up myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my childhood, and then as I was growing, I came to discover that I was the only real person. I was the realest person, anyways, because I like being me, and I like doing things in my own unique way, and I believe in them. You see,
Yeah.
whatever thing I do, even my posts on Facebook, please check them out and know that they are not just from nowhere. They are things that I believe in.
I
So
love,
I love being very unique, and then when I grow up like this, sometimes my style depends on the kind of days I'm possessing. So if I'm going to possess a day of performing today in the community, South
yeah.
Sudanese communal fundraising event, you know what? I'm just going to put on my suit, and they don't have to look like for those men who claim to be politicians. You know what? I'm going to make it something nice that will, when I pass around, someone will be like, yeah, I saw him with this yellow hair like this, that. You know what? So yeah. So, and then if it is the other one for ladies, maybe going for Valentine's, those ones. Yeah. Now we come to Jordan, Fendi's, Gucci's, and so on. Air Forces. Though I love being gentle so much, but I love to be gentle and unique. So I love to style myself, even my hair, everything in me. I love to style it because you yourself right now, when you're gonna look at these things, you will never find them from another artist there. And when you're gonna look at
And one and
so
only.
yeah, the one and only Johnson Luke Nyayual.
I love
Yeah,
that. Love it. And I love the fact that you mentioned, style is just kind of, being unique, you being you, do you all day. And it also, this is, for me, I always say that styling is part of your personal brand. How you enter the room, it basically speaks for yourself. Sometimes how you want to be addressed is how you dress. So
yeah,
if you
sure.
have unique
I love that.
style, yeah, people will be able to be like, oh yeah, that is Johnson Look. I saw him there. That's his style. It's gonna become part of your trademark.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
It's super
yeah.
cool. So another thing I wanted to ask you is, what would you say is one of your most memorable moment as an artist or as a stylist that somebody or a moment that you basically like, oh wow, this is such a great moment of my career.
I beg your pardon.
So what would you say is one of your most memorable moment that you basically either it could be from a show or from an album creation? You sat back and you're like, wow, I did this. This is so incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Now you're talking. So let me first smile. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my best moment, that stick to my head, it's actually inked inside here, and it's not gonna come out anymore. Um, uh, when I came to Nairobi, Kenya, I was just as humble as I am. Yeah, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about what. I came with my career back from Kampala, but I wasn't that serious. When I stepped in Nairobi City, um, uh, I met my producer, Dr. Benny. Shout out to Dr. Benny there, the guy behind Oh Mama, the guy behind African Star, the guy behind Cause of You, the guy behind Akuma Jinov, the guy behind Yalje. He made a lot of tracks. The guy behind, Chikwen. You know what?
Yeah.
So I met him, and then he met me, be Johnson Luke Nyayual in Nairobi today. We started working. We recorded the first song, African Star. When we were in the studio, you know what? He saw me. We met some Rwandan guys, some Rwandan musicians. One of them is called K with his three brothers. Now I came in. They say let this guy go and record. We hear his song. I went inside. I was flowing. And Jakutwala out the Musajja war, da 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 da, and all this. Kamo, the bigger haboba. In the other part I can rap, and then in the other part I sing. In the other part I change my style, in different ways. Then Frankie was like, "Oh wow, is this guy South Sudanese or he's a Ugandan?" I was like, "Man, how do you feel? Tall, dark, and handsome, or how do?" Yeah, I'm a South Sudanese. Definitely, I'm not a Ugandan, bro. I don't have no feature of Ugandans here in me. So that moment, I was feeling proud, man, when all these boys were dancing. The first session like this, I didn't even go back to the mic. I just made it once, and they were all shouting, "This song is gonna be a hit, African Star." I made that African Star song in Nairobi with Kid Boy. So my producer was just like, man, I met a lot of South Sudanese here coming in the studio, but when you step like this, you became my friend the first day, and when I recorded your song, I knew it was gonna be a hit. So then from there, I was like, wow, 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 what is happening with me? Then I sat down. I sat down with him. I told him, you know what, Dr. Benny, right now I'm gonna make an album with you because you've done two songs. He made African Star, and then he made Cause of You, the two love songs. You can find them on my YouTube. So he made them, and then I was so proud of him. Like, he killed the songs. The tracks were just fire. Yeah. So I sat down again. We made Oh Mama, the first recording. I sang to him like this, and then he was like, just run inside. You're gonna kill this, bro. So I went there again. I killed Oh Mama. We finished it. We mastered. We mixed it. The song came out. Wow, it was nice. And then whenever I could perform in the events, because I performed Oh Mama before releasing it, whenever I could just hold the mic and I could say like this, I could see like all the support from South Sudanese. I could feel like, oh my, like, is this coming? So I was so proud of Dr. Benny for having made Oh Mama for me and African Star. So that moment made me to, like, to keep my music in head, that this thing is actually happening in reality, and I'm believing in it. So I was so proud when people were appreciating me, my flows in the studio. Yeah.
Excellent, amazing. That's actually a very profound story. It's like you have
And
such
then the other one, yeah.
great
Sorry to
study.
cut you off.
Go ahead.
This year I was just blessed with my son.
Nice. Okay, your daddy. Congratulations.
So
How's it going?
I was just blessed with my son, though I'm not a married man.
Yeah.
How do you call them? How do you call them? Baby what? Baby papa or baby daddy? I don't know. Yeah. So I was blessed with my son Iman Johnson.
Yeah.
That was the first thing, when I held him at birth like this. I looked at him and I was seeing his dimples just like mine, and I was like, oh my damn. So is this coming really? So I compared it to my music, moment when I was with the Rwandan guys and during my studio session in Nairobi. And this one for my son was the best one ever, when I was just seeing the other version of me smiling down like this. I was like, oh, I couldn't believe it.
That's such incredible. I love the fact that you're embracing the fatherhood. So how's it going, by the way? Sleepless night? Baby crying a lot?
I'm just testing it right now. I'm just testing it. I don't know how it's going to be in the future because sometimes we do go, South Sudanese cultures. We have a lot of complications. Sometimes you may be a father and there are misunderstandings, this, and this. So I'm just praying that my son grows healthy, and then maybe God is going to grant me more wisdom to bring this boy up and then make him a great person in life.
That's really good. I love that. I love how you're taking in the initiative to be a big part of impact in his life. So he's gonna be an amazing son as well. So he has a great dad. Why not?
Yeah.
I have another question here. As you can see from the screen, it says, "What can we expect from you in the next 2 years?"
All right, that's a good question. Thank you, the person who asked me. May God bless you. In the next 2 years, we're gonna do this as a teamwork. If you, the one asking, gonna support my music, why not me? Why not me to make you shout every day you see me traveling, maybe to USA, to Canada for a concert? Why not me to make you shout when I'm gonna sing in Tanzania, going to sing in Kampala? So the trick is this: if you're gonna support my music abundantly, I'm not gonna sleep. I don't like sleeping. I sleep at 5 a.m. So support my music. In the next 2 years, I'm gonna be, your superstar, and I believe in that. In the next 1 year or 2 years, I'm gonna be the biggest superstar. Trust me.
Amen. And you guys heard it here first. So in 2 years' time, when he becomes a mega hit, come back to this interview.
Yeah. This interview actually be memorable. Like, many people will be like, I once asked Johnson this question, and all this. But anyways, I'm humble and I'm just friendly. I love, I don't like comparing people according to their standards, maybe to their celebrity lines and all this. Even if I become South Sudanese Chris Brown today, I will still come and walk around here. I will still inspire young people. I will still hang, around with anybody who loves me and who loves to live life. Yeah.
Awesome. I like that. Staying humble and grounded. That's how you'll be able to even have a huge impact in a lot of people's lives. And also, like, those people who are looking up to you, they can be able to be like, hey, Johnson came by and inspired me, and this is what he do, and I can also do something similar. I also wanted to know, obviously, social media being a huge part of neeceelexy brand, how we will be able to connect with a lot of people around the world. So how has social media helped and influenced your brand?
Yeah. Just like you've seen, social media today has become a news center. For every, some people are taking social media to make it for comedy. Others are making it to be like for their differences. They come and display their differences on social media for hard feelings and all this. But I, artist Johnson Luke Nyayual, personally take it as my marketing center for my music. And before joining Facebook, I wasn't this known, by some people, especially you, Neecee. So you couldn't have known me if I didn't have no Facebook or social media platform like my YouTube and any other, like Instagram. So out of that, you came to discover who I am today. So, and that is one of the impacts social media has imposed in me and has granted me. So I can say today my music is marketed to the Western world that I cannot reach just by reaching. And I don't know why they don't allow us to go there anytime we feel like going. So social media is my best communication. I communicate to people in India. I send my songs to Khartoum, Sudan, to the Western world, Canada, Australia, United States of America. So that is the greatest impact social media has done to me. My music is easily just reached out to people without me going there personally.
Excellent. I love that. I love that a lot. I just also, where can people find you? Where can they find your music, your content?
Yeah, just like you're seeing me live on my page right now. For those who want to listen to my music, go to my YouTube channel and search Johnson Luke Nyayual. You'll definitely find my new release, Oh Mama. You'll find the other tracks, and so on. It will be your business as long as you visit there. Okay, and then I also have Audiomack. You can go and search my songs on Audiomack as Johnson Luke Nyayual, the same name. Yeah. Then you can also link up with me on IG, Instagram. You'll find my links. I just attach them across my bio.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome. That's
Yeah.
really good. I just wanted to say to you, thank you so much for coming by. It was a pleasure having to get to know about your journey in the music industry, as well as giving some of our young viewers here to be inspired to chase their career in the music industry, and also learning about your fashion and style, because I love fashion too. So it's always great to have another fashionista in the house. So thank you so much for dropping by. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, thank you too, Neecee. I think just like I told you, I want to combine two things at a go. I want to be, I don't know how it will look like, because sometimes people do say you're gonna be, you can do well in modeling, just like you said it. You started as a model, so
Yeah.
I want you to inspire me in the other way, and then later I'm going to inspire you to music industry, because you just left from modeling. So how, will I really look good to be a male model representing the country both musically and modeling?
Most definitely. Look at your necklace. Those are dope. That are fresh. So definitely. You
So
can
if you
come
want
and
this next one, so these are just some unique stuffs, and then I believe in uniqueness and realness of oneself. You can find this uh, from Johnson Luke Nyayual. If you're gonna find this small one from someone, you're gonna miss finding this big one. But if you're gonna come to me, I think you'll find them.
there you have it, folks. Make sure
Yeah.
to follow him in social media, and also I'll be posting the link in the description below for all our podcasts, as well as music, and also his full article in our website at www.neeceelexy.com/weekly feature. And I look forward to seeing you and seeing all the growth, and also wishing you all the best in the next 2 years for some of the plans that you have. And it was a pleasure having you today here. Thank you so much, Johnson.
Thank you so much too. Thank you so much too. I'm giving you a smile for the bye session. Anyways.
All right, thank you.